Bloop. Starting up. First episode of The Frontier. We'll call it our session 0, if you will. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you to all of our wondrous and glorious players. Anase, Skyrider, Adam Skeptic, Flicker, Spriggs, Eastside Original, and Seth Gatomia. We're just going to do this thing. We've got a bit of a crawl here real quick, so let's just pull that up. So, block text. Your evening meets you all with the sound of thousands of noisy animals from beyond the walls. Your animals, waiting in the fields, a cacophony the likes of which is seldom seen outside the glorious migrations of aspiring frontiersmen and their living investments. You have all come together in the grand city of Brinefield, the capital of a nation at the outer edge of the accepted interior, which once started as a simple clam and seaweed harvesting village, now transformed through the benefit of many generations of frontiersmen like yourselves into a thriving port city with verdant brine fields that grow all manner of salt-resistant crops alongside their plentiful fishing economy. The walled city overlooking the water has a pleasant breeze coming in today, and the port is, as always, bustling with glorious trade from the distant southeast seas of the world. A fantastic tropical paradise if one can avoid the many hungry pirates that ply the waves. In its heyday, the walls of the city could hold back countless navies, but now the rot has started to slowly spread from within, as so often happens with these old capitals. You have all come here searching for potential companions to help you and yours make way for the frontier, as Brinefield is a place of many new faces and several trustworthy sources that help aspiring frontiers...
I'm sorry, real quick. Adam, you got like a fair amount of background noise. It's actually making it a little hard to hear Shy. I'm really sorry.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
It comes in and out, and it just makes it harder to hear. Thank you. Sorry. Please continue.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Yes, you have all come here searching for potential companions to help you and yours make way for the frontier, as Brinefield is a place of many new faces and several trustworthy services that help aspiring frontiersmen meet each other and set off for their adventures. After paying no small fee to sign up with one such service, you have all waited nearly a month with your entourage only to be asked to meet here, at the Clam Cantina, a popular high-class tavern just inside the wall from the Fiddleboot district and across from the historic Clam Flats. This somewhat higher-class dining establishment is waiting for all of you when you arrive and leads you to a room in the back where you are all introduced by your agent, Gundwissa Whistlebranch, a local goldsmith and jeweler for the Frontier Establishment Cooperative, who has brought you all together here tonight. As you gather up, she thanks each of you in turn for your time and offers each of you a meal and drink on her. The establishment has many fine items, and we shall reveal that right now to you. Kablam! There should be a Clam Cantina menu in the handouts. Everybody, please feel free to choose your dish. It says something about your character.
Oh boy.
Gotta change to light mode to make this shit readable.
That's true. You do. Alright, you get one drink and one food.
Say that last part again, Shy.
You get one drink and one food. Which we will...
come on, you know which drink I'm picking. Come on.
We are sure we know what drink you might be drinking, Mr. Dwarven Human.
1 second, my mom is in fact calling.
No problem. What does everybody else want? Go ahead. Tell everybody what you like.
I've got the drink figured out, but I'm still thinking of the food.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. We're going through that awkward, oh, wow, so many options, period.
Oh, yes. Oh, this sounds good. What do you think of this?
Take care of the animals, and I hate to do this. I will be back in, 7 minutes.
No problem.
My wife animals are
my
calling.
brother said he was going to cover the animals. That is very generous of him.
Very nice of him, yes.
Okay, back to this little menu.
Yes, the menu. Feel free. Choose something. We have rolled it all into existence ourselves.
So, let's see here. I will take... You know what? Well, honor my heritage with a Dwarven Stout.
Extra dry?
Extra dry.
Nice.
And I will go with... Where's the food. I'll take the rabbit in wine, vinegar, ginger, and lemon sauce with the rice pudding.
Nice. Very good choice, sir. Everybody will notice that Torner Firestrike says this. Torner, please introduce yourself.
I am Tornor Firestrike, a Circle of Wildfire druid, an old man who has successfully raised a large pack of wolves to maturity generation upon generation, and they feed on my livestock while also guarding said livestock. I have a couple of displacer beasts in reserve, and my only interest is to go out and find more land to make more wine, because what is life if not wine?
Very nice. Very nice. Who's next on the menu in introduction? Don't all jump up too quickly now.
I'm bad at RP. I'm thinking of chiming in, but I don't know what I'm going to say.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to go with multiberry and currant wine with honey.
Nice.
And the steak and egg pie with ginger sauce and rice soup.
The eggs are all locally sourced, of course.
Nice.
All right.
And I'm supposed to introduce myself?
Introduce yourself, Oleg.
Alright, so most people call me Oleg. My name is Stibor Szczepan Olesia. But yeah, most people call me Oleg because they find it too complicated. I want to find a place for my people to build their own life and their own culture.
Nice. Nice. Good stuff. Alright, who's next? Nobody? Nobody? We're gonna call out somebody, we're just gonna point a finger here.
Alright, raise your hand if you know the answer. If you don't raise your hand, I'll pick somebody out.
Well, you were the first one who talked, so you're next.
Son of a bitch, my joking got me in trouble.
Oh yes, it did, sir. Get going. What do you drink?
You got called out by the teacher, bro.
That's what class clowns get in this class.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Alright, so what do you drink? What do you eat?
Alright, one moment.
I'm flashing back to Skyrim.
Sorry, I was getting distracted. Okay. Halo White with cinnamon and cloves for the drink. And the loach and herring tart with salmon cream and chicken and rice.
All of the seafood was fresh from the port this morning. Excellent decision, sir. Alright, and that leaves... Does that just leave Seth? No, wait.
Was me.
That leaves the
Sorry.
two ADD kids.
We actually have
I
to...
was...
actually have to check, sorry. Yes, so, Anase, you're next?
Aldous raises his hand saying, he'll have the dwarven stout extra dry and the steak and egg pie with ginger sauce and rice soup.
Very nice. And...
Aldous is... I'm gonna... That was my turn to introduce myself. Aldous...
Right.
Yeah. Aldous is a somewhat shorter man. I believe about 5'2". Fuck, what did I write? Anyway, somewhat plain looking. He has his hair swept back and he's wearing these weird goggles. He's scrawny, but clearly muscled, like the low body fat kind of scrawny.
Owned.
With a strange box on his back.
Like a backpack.
Yes, but it's a box made of metal.
Nice.
Other than leather and claw.
Say again?
Rather than leather and cloth, it's made of metal.
It's like a metal box, yeah.
Awesome. And sorry, we did not introduce your character, Seth. You got the loach and herring tart and stuff like that, but you didn't introduce our bad.
Oh, yeah, I missed that too. I didn't even notice.
It's got away with it.
So who is your character, Seth?
Her name is Narel Rickholter. She is a Harengon, only little on the short side. You know, only like 3'9", just barely under 4 feet. So definitely a short little rabbit. She is a druid of the Circle of Land, forest to be specific. And my brain is frozen up on me.
She wants to be a farmer.
Yeah, pretty much her goal is to, help settle new land for her people, and, be a farmer, just generally be helpful. Like, her primary, I guess, job experience, you could say, other than being a druid, is like, alchemy, medicine and that kind of stuff. But, she is capable of, doing farm stuff as well. That is a decent part of their culture, of her culture, is, nature and stuff, but not, hippie style nature of, protect nature, more like live in balance with nature. So, not opposed to hunting and all that kind of stuff. Just, remember to give back to nature, or it's going to take back from you.
For those who do not know, a Harengon is an anthropomorphic rabbit. They're bunny people. And
I'm the requisite group furry.
And all anybody should really care about for what Olek is a green goblinoid. Probably reminiscent of a very attractive hobgoblin.
But rather tall as well, at least for a goblin.
Hobgoblins are like 6 feet tall.
Right, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So,
I didn't hear that.
Awesome. We've got that out of the way.
To my defense, I'm a very, 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 very pretty hobgoblin.
Yes, probably everybody sees Olek and says that is an extremely attractive hobgoblin.
I mean, I'm the kind of hobgoblin that was so attractive that, the moment I grew that much, basically the daughter of my boss instantly, wants to get my clothes off.
Oh, it's true.
Which is half the reason why I had to run away.
Although Olek probably isn't talking about that terribly much, because cultural reasons. Yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna go on back to the rest of the block text.
One more thing.
Oh, one more thing? Yes, absolutely.
One more thing I forgot to mention as well was the homunculus servant, which I have chosen to describe as a tiny mechanical owl sitting on Aldous' shoulder.
Nice.
As well. Mostly just looking around, but not really doing a whole lot. It moves its head very mechanically. Very fitting for an owl, being able to turn its head all the way around.
Very nice.
Almost, it kind of moves in the same way you might expect, like a water sprinkler. Like, it's very jittery, it's very mechanical.
Clockworky. We did.
Yeah.
So, we good? Introductions all done?
Yep, that was it. That was the only thing I wanted to mention.
Excellent. Anybody else?
Well,
Okay.
I'm taking the pork with currant,
Nope.
and
My
I'm asking for
wildfire
water.
spirit is-
And you're asking for a water?
Yeah.
Okay. Adam, did you say something in the background there? Sorry?
Oh no, just my wildfire spirit is currently not active.
Probably for the best. Yeah.
It is literally made of fire.
Alcohol, flame.
Yeah.
Probably not a good thing.
Yeah, reasonable. As you enjoy your dinner, the time coming somewhere near to 7 o'clock, Gunduisa comments there should only be one left. At that moment, a flamboyantly dressed woman with a cloak of brightly colored tropical bird feathers and a long fluttering dress seemingly made of large vibrant tropical flowers bursts into the room foot first through the nearby door. She's hilariously tall for a human woman, 6.5 feet tall at least, with an exceptionally statuesque frame and skin of rich red clay, lustrous and smooth. Her arms are adorned just past the elbows with delicate black gloves, and she wears a gigantic hat of what can only be woven grass and flowers. "Hello, friends!" she says, dark of skin and hair, but with wildly bright green glimmering eyes. Wonderful, Gundwissa mumbles, taking a drink from her 6th cup of heavy wine, already starting to sway, but somehow remaining without any slurs at all. Everyone, meet the self-proclaimed Princess of Hypingdao and alleged rightful queen of the people of Tiantang. Anybody who has history is more than willing to welcome to roll it right now. Both of you know that Hypingdao was a group of islands from 600-something years ago. And the people of Tiantang were the culture that lived there, an extremely outrageous party-like society of barbarians that has since been taken over by the extremely civilized East Oceans Alliance, which is basically all one culture that more or less resembles 18th century Imperial British people.
Alrighty then. I wish I could remember most of that.
As I had not heard of it either, you'd probably know her better as the High Necrobaker, Gundwissa finishes. You've all heard of the Necrobaker. Torner, you once heard that she's wanted by 7 nations for the destruction of 5,000 distant islands with her undead hordes. Aldous, you've been told that she once dug out an entire nation... Huh?
Only 7?
It doesn't matter, it's all rumors. Aldous, you were once told that she dug out an entire nation of corpses to feed on the flesh of their own families. Olek, even you've heard that she eats the souls of her enemies and enslaves their hearts and minds. Caldine has heard that the Necrobaker eats only human flesh and grinds the bones of her victims to make her bread. And Inara, you've heard that the Necrobaker is a 7.5-foot tall superhuman monstrosity from beyond the borders of reality. This clearly cannot be the High Necrobaker you've all heard of. That's interestingly one of the least offensive names I've been called, she sticks out her tongue. Yes, so please, let's go on, Gundwissa continues. Everyone here has been determined by the Frontier Establishment Cooperative to be appropriate fits for each other to start a frontier endeavor, and, as we have taken your money, we endeavor to ensure that all members of the party will work together. That is why you are all here. Gundwissa takes a long pull from her cup, draining it and sighing as she looks at the bottom of the cup. Please do explain amongst yourselves what you wish to have achieved and what sort of things you to do while I go get another drink. Here's the handy questionnaire that you have all filled out. Please feel free to read amongst yourselves and ask whatever questions come to mind, she grumbles as she walks out of the room, staring longingly at her cup. The questionnaire is available to everybody in the handout section, just above the Clay Clam Cantina. Please feel free to look through each other's questionnaires, as well as the general summary at the top, and RP/ask each other about all manner of shit.
Oh boy, reading, love it.
Oh, yeah, you know, it is what it is. Of course, the episode that everybody else in the rest of the world is going to get is going to be highly edited down for time, but, you know.
Of course.
I like how the sarcastic answer that I wrote, the goofy answer, is now canonically what Aldous wrote, by implication.
You should see the proposed law for Torner.
Love it.
Alrighty.
Love it.
Don't fuck
Torner
with my
proposed
vines.
law. Hold on a minute, where is it?
Don't fuck with my vines.
That's easy enough to do.
So
I think this
obviously,
now implies that Diggy Diggy Hole is some kind of nationally beloved song by the Doors.
or maybe that you'll make it.
You've had the song rattling around in your head.
Oh yeah, we've been listening to it a few times the last few days.
We need to listen to it every time we have a session, just so I can get mentally prepared.
Get into character.
I love that. Don't fuck with my vines. Yes, that's a law.
This is law, right? Obviously, when we render it down to legalese, it just means he's extremely serious about property laws and stuff. Clearly.
Possession is 9/10 of the law.
Property protection law is very serious for him.
Oh wow, that must mean ghosts are strong legally. Because they can possess things.
Oh, jeez, we have the party joke.
Oh, that's going to be a thing. Something's going to possess my vines, and I'll have to make a decision to burn them or exorcise them.
They're mutually exclusive. We're just going by and looking at all the questionnaires right now. Will you guys also look at all the questionnaires? We're making sure that anybody watching can see them.
Let's see here.
Take no shit from nature, but do not go out of your way to bring harm to it.
Yeah, I can get behind that. I can get behind that.
We see that people are already liking their prospective partners here.
Aldous is just cracking up at some of these.
Oh, they're great. They're great, dude. This is awesome. We're
now.
very...
Where are we in the year? Where are we in the calendar year right now? How close to Oktoberfest is it?
You know what? We hadn't thought of it. Let's just roll it. It is November.
Okay, so the last Oktoberfest is past, so I have a year to get some shit together. Yeah.
Everybody
That
put
works
a
out for you.
holiday in the fucking fall.
Only half of you. Obviously, what this means is that the first half of October is just going to be one giant rager every year.
Yeah.
The fucking season to party, apparently.
Yeah, obviously.
Nobody likes winter festivals, it seems.
I have a proposal for, let's see here. We have holidays, October 3rd, October 15th, October 2nd Sunday. When did I put Oktoberfest as?
15.
Okay, so that's the October holiday right there. Yeah.
Mine was the October 3rd. I was going, if you read down here, Progress Day. I tossed a couple ideas with Shy. Basically Science Day plus drinking.
Because that's
Basically
absolutely what dwarves would do. That is a proper dwarven holiday if we've ever heard of it. Science Day plus drinking.
I'm thinking it's going to be like a weird combination of different stuff. Like, imagine, like, what do they call it in, like, middle school, high school, or whatever, the science fair or whatever, you know, all the kids have their little projects. I imagine something really ridiculous for people. Make, like, little projects.
It's a science fair with alcohol.
It's a cultural science fair with alcohol. It's not just for kids either. It's all of the culture does it. You start out
all the
October.
Ideas.
You start out the first 2 days of October by getting all of your projects out and everything like that. Then you present them on the third day of the month for Progress Day and get completely shit-faced to start off the rest of 2 weeks of partying.
To
celebrate all of the great inventions that have been made in the last year, as well as the harvest and.
Love it.
Amazing.
I fucking love it. Oh god, this is amazing.
And Naro looks at that coincidence of holidays and stuff. A little worried. She's not really a party person, but they do celebrate stuff. But still, that's a lot of partying. She's like, oh my.
Should we just rename the entire beginning of October to Yule?
Party week? Party fortnight. Yeah.
I'm just skimming through, scrolling around, reading stuff at complete random. I'm having a blast.
There are very much worse things to do. So, does anybody have any concerns about the laws? Though, remember, you are making a culture of your own here, of course.
I haven't seen anything that jumps out that, let's see here. No, that's fine.
He said,
probably can guess which one is mine.
That's fine. I have no problems that I can see. Let's see here. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything.
Eset, not sure if you're available right now, but do you have any concerns? Yes, we can hear you.
Alright, sorry. sometimes it's
problem.
muted and I don't notice. No, I'm not having any concerns.
Excellent. Excellent. ESET is the food service, lodging, weaving, tailoring.
Yeah,
I'm
basically,
pretty-
you know,
I'm
the
pretty
most,
chill.
the most basic: food, shelter, and clothing.
Yeah.
Nice.
And NRL, does the general agriculture, so, bit of food, bit of clothing with, the sheep and all, and
Well,
medicine.
Yeah, the big thing for NRL is crop farming and healing supplies, right? Herbalism, right?
Yeah.
So you have your crop farmer, you've got your animal handler, who is obviously Torner with his displacer beasts and griffins and mammoths outside. Interestingly enough, Torner, you don't know who, but you do know that somebody else has mammoths around the town. You've seen them with your own two eyes.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Okay.
there is a small herd of 3 other mammoths somewhere in the town. You saw them coming in. Fun fact.
All right.
Aldous points onto the sheet. I'm the one managing the mine in Smithy. You could say I'm something of an artificer. And he takes out, like, some loose, just a loose object, a cup, something, and he inscribes a little rune on it, and with Aldous' magical tinkering, he makes it, as he's saying that, he does this, and so it records the line, and he plays back what he just said with the magical tinkering.
Oh,
Shoves it.
Well, that's neat.
Gets a little
Yes,
giggle
I've
out
been
of
practicing
Inaro.
this for quite a number of years.
Pow will bring up a quick thing.
No holder of public office may reap a reward for which they did not sow. What is the legal implication behind that?
We believe that's Flicker. That was yours, right, Caldine? Yeah.
That was my
That
guess,
is-
too.
Indeed mine.
Yeah.
Hard work should be rewarded. And those who do not work hard do not deserve the reward.
So how does it manifest legally? Is there a patent system you wish to incur?
It means that
Well,
whoever
quit
the
the
hell is in
complicated people who
charge
don't
doesn't
do
get
that.
paid for it.
Say that again? Sorry, we didn't hear that.
It means whoever gets in charge does not get paid.
She narrows her eyes at
Put
you.
the work in.
She narrows her eyes at you briefly and says,
We'll have to work on writing that down to proper legislation later.
"You
Oh,
can."
no, that sounds
I
pretty
should point out
straightforward to
that
me.
I should point out that unless he looks up, his hat is actually too large in order to actually see his eyes.
Yeah, we've noticed that for your little tokeny thing. We think that's fun.
That took a lot of fucking effort.
I love it, honestly.
It also now officially occurs to everybody that the High Necro Baker is actually a legally minded individual.
I don't know about the rest of you, but it sounds pretty straightforward to me. If you don't put in the work, you don't get to lead anybody. Don't ask people to do things that you wouldn't be willing to do yourself.
How do foremans work?
They do
Aldous
things that
gives
the
a
people
really an
beneath
awkwardly
them-
straightforward answer to that question as if it wasn't rhetorical.
Aldous, we can just see Aldous. Well, actually, foremen exist to oversee the workers, and it's just like we all know. It's cool.
I should probably look that up, to be honest, because I don't know the details.
Oh my god!
To be perfectly honest, Torner looks left to right and looks around and just looks back at her like, have you never been outside and worked in your life?
Now she does give you.
What the hell do you think a what the hell do you think a foreman does, kiddo?
I believe
their workers.
she was referencing how do foremans fit into this.
Yes.
Well, they're willing to do the work they tell people underneath them to do. Hell, I'm a foreman.
He technically is, actually, when we think about it. Actually, when we think about it, you technically are a foreman, aren't you? Like Torner is a foreman.
Yeah, pretty much.
He actually
Pretty
is.
fucking much.
That's real. Okay, fair enough. Shit, okay.
Well, they work their way up through the ranks, but what part of this do you not understand, kiddo?
Apologies, I'm very young.
There's a difference between working.
He doesn't have a southern accent, or he does?
He does officially have a southern accent.
Oh, yes! Thank you! Oh my god, that's perfect. We love that. It's canon.
Texan Fire Dwarf, love it.
Oh my god, that's excellent.
Not a dwarf that doesn't have a stereotypical Irish/Scottish accent.
No, he's all southern.
I am all southern.
So Gunduisa returns at some point with a bottle in one hand that she is slowly nursing, and asks everybody how they're doing and if they are all right with the situation and arrangements so far.
Yeah, it's quite all right.
Kaldeen, Olek?
Except for, I ain't got no problem except for this little kid trying to tell me how to run my business.
Pow crosses her arms and harumphs in the corner.
The
Got something to say, little lady?
situation is
Plenty.
satisfactory.
Aldous chimes in saying, the food was quite good.
Oh, it
Wonderful.
was. It was, definitely.
Mhm.
Wonderful. I like to eat here myself. That's why I chose the place, and they have good drinks. Anyway, if all
Can I get another stout?
You can
Can
buy
I get
it
another
yourself.
stout, by the way?
And she says, yes, if you buy it yourself. and
enough.
so then she places a large piece of parchment on the center of the table in front of everyone, which you all know is a fairly standard frontiersman's contract. Long story short, it's a magical piece of parchment that will forever be held in their halls of documentation that says that you guys are together as a crew and you will not fuck each other over.
All right.
Well,
Okay.
regardless of alignment, we imagine you all sign quite quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Aldous
No problem at
takes,
all.
just being extra, gets his homunculus servant to hover in the air holding on to the inkwell for him
Nice.
as he works on the parchment.
As you
Just for
What
no
the
reason.
hell?
as you
What in the
sign,
ever-loving hell is that thing?
I made it myself.
Is it a machine?
It's a little servant.
Is that a machine? Is that a
Yes,
machine
sir.
or a thing?
Machine.
machines are things.
Really?
I know what he meant. Aldous knew what he meant.
Let's just
I made it myself.
Oh.
He starts going into a little detail. It's formed around a crystal cluster that went, and he's just going into the details of the arcane magic, even though nobody asked.
You see Tornor just staring at it as it's hovering there with the parchment in its talons, just going, yeah, okay, yeah.
As
Specifically
curious.
holding the inkwell.
I'm sorry,
for
what were you
quite
saying?
literally no reason. Aldous is trying to show off some of his inventions.
Nice.
You should see mine. I ain't got a fancy metal thing like that, but you should see mine sometime.
Well, I did show you mine, so I'd love to see yours.
I summon my wildfire spirit in the form of a giant husky.
Aldous
giant
kind of
what?
recoils from the fiery explosion.
Please do not catch my favorite tavern on fire.
No. See, I summoned him just a little bit away, so he's good. See, it's just the floor that's on fire right now.
So as you all sign the parchment, the writing glistens briefly after you sign it, and you all feel a strange binding You cannot say what kind, but you are bound. Actually, you can say what kind. You know, you're not allowed to fuck each other over now.
Does anyone else feel a little tied down? I'm sorry, I can't help it.
No problem. It's super funny.
I'm guessing that was a wife joke. I wasn't quite listening.
No, it's oh my god. Oh,
Leo ball and chain.
Right. Oh man. That's funny.
It's gonna be great. I love it. God damn it, I love it. Please continue.
We're glad that the group seems to be getting along well so far. This is excellent. So, drinks are had. About an hour goes by. It's reaching about 8, getting dark outside. And as you are getting ready to wander out and go out on the town or what have you, you hear a scuffle from the front of the bar. It sounds loud, bashing, thumping, yelling, maybe even some throwing of things.
I have a question.
We may have an answer.
My wildfire spirit lasts, 10 minutes, I think, isn't it?
I think it's a lot longer than that, actually.
It manifests for 1 hour until it is reduced, until it is reduced to 0 hit points.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, yeah, so we're still good.
Yeah, we're just fine. Or alternatively, you'll be good for the fight.
Okay, cool. I was just sure.
Yeah. So, however, it is very important to remember you are in a capital city, in the middle of the city, in a dining establishment. So it's reasonable to assume that the people you're fighting might not be bad guys, and you might not want to actually kill them.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I only scorch earth when it's necessary.
Oh my god, it's just your favorite kind of earth, is all.
It is. New beginnings, my friend. New beginnings. That's what scorched earth is. So continue. I'm getting sidetracked.
Meanwhile, Pao says, "Oh no, I can't be here when the police get around," and immediately throws herself out a nearby window.
What the hell?
What?
You all remember you are on the 2nd floor.
Oh no!
In that moment, you all remember you are on the 2nd floor.
Aldous rushes
That's a
over to the
survivable
window
wall.
to see what happened.
Oh, she's fine. She's scrambling off into the bushes.
Well, hell.
I'll be damned.
All right.
That's one hell of a drop.
She tucked and rolled that shit. All right.
Oh yeah, no, she's just gone. She's just.
This expedition is
Shrugs
doomed.
is like, not impressive.
So we're on the 2nd floor, and where's the commotion?
The commotion, you are in the private rooms on the 2nd floor. And just outside of those private rooms is the 2nd floor high-class dining area, and that appears to be where the commotion is from.
Oh, okay. So we're on the same floor as it. What the hell?
Well, big barroom brawl. Sounds like it's breaking out.
Okay, yeah, we're going to have to take care of this and figure out why the hell she ran off like she was a criminal.
You all know
straight out the goddamn window.
You all know that if she is the high necro baker you think she is, then she is a criminal.
Yeah.
What the?
Wanted by many nations for a lot of money.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean,
I must
Imagine a
have
lot of
missed that.
people.
That's who ran out the window? I missed that.
Yes, the high necro baker Pao Yu just leapt out of the window from the 2nd story and then scrambled off into the bushes across the clam fields.
God damn.
all right.
Wait,
that way. I'm going to go downstairs.
Wait.
Yes?
Was that the same person who made us sign the contract?
No, Gundwissa Whistlebranch is the one. She's a gnome. There's a gnome lady that made you sign the contract.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So the gnome lady made us sign the contract, and the one that introduced us to her just kind of fucked off out the window.
Pao is the necrobaker, and she is the last member of your party, and she fucked off out the window, yes.
yes.
Holy shit.
So we are,
okay. That's commitment.
yeah. Yeah, that's commitment to not getting caught by the law. Which, you know, if
I can respect that. Hell,
if the bounty on her head is as big as it sounds, yeah, they're not going to really hold back.
Get out to the frontier. That's why she wants to get out to the frontier. I like that.
Well, and you will notice from... Sorry, we'll let you get to that in a second. You will notice from her actual questionnaire that she straight up says that she's running from usurpers and she needs to get as far away from them as possible and things like that.
Totally understandable.
Okay, so...
Alright, let's go see what's going on.
Based on Aldous having read the contract, that Aldous would have read that.
Sorry, we're just
I would not.
Here.
I would not. Aldous. What Aldous? So what? First person. What I'm currently pondering is if she's running from the law, then what, by the bounds of the magical contract that we just signed, what is our obligation to help her and or potentially avoid getting her arrested? Aldous is thinking if she gets imprisoned, would that
happens to us?
Yeah, what happens to us? Essentially, Aldous is trying to deduce the current situation, if you will.
Well, you certainly can't... Logically speaking, logic would dictate probably you can't turn her in.
Obviously.
But you are probably also at least the... Actually, roll a wisdom save. Everybody, roll wisdom saves.
Wisdom saves? Oh boy, I love those.
Yeah, everybody just roll wisdom save. We don't know because we told you to. Do it. Let's test your mental might.
Do I just click wisdom or
wisdom is the dumb stat.
Nope, not that. Where's wisdom?
Next to your ability scores, just to the right. You'll have your saves area.
Nope, wisdom.
Good try,
Wrong
Adam.
one.
Almost there.
Yeah. Them phone inputs. Super precise.
Yeah,
right, guys?
I'm trying.
Yeah, especially with those tiny texts.
Yeah, yep.
Almost there.
It's okay. We get it. We know you're on a phone. It's alright.
Oh my god! Oh man, we love how people here have gotten bad enough wisdom saves. Like, just categorically bad enough for us to make up some very funny shit.
Hold on. Let's see what I'm...
Oh, this is beautiful.
Amazing!
Okay,
Really? Yeah.
Seth, you are officially the wisest of us all.
Okay, just give us a second.
They're typing up quick.
I would like to substitute my charisma save for my wisdom save, since I fat-fingered the wrong thing.
Sorry, not this time, buddy, but good try. Good try. Good try.
You wanted a total 20 there, buddy.
Oh, man.
You trying to figure out what this means there, buddy?
No, Seth is the only person who passed that wisdom save.
Amazing.
So only Seth is privy to this knowledge. The rest of you are quite certain that since you have indeed just filed and signed this cosmic pact with her, it's probably good to chase after her and make sure that she can't, like, get attacked and taken out of this city or whatever, because, you know, you did just sign a contract after all.
I guess that means we're ignoring the bar. Let's go!
It's like we're gonna have to pass through the bar fight. I mean, unless you guys are ready to jump.
Wait.
Wait, we didn't
I'm
come
gonna
in
jump
through the bar,
down
right?
the window.
You jump down the window.
Yeah, from the second floor.
If you roll in acrobatics, we will absolutely cancel out the first 10 feet. That applies to everybody. You can roll when you land. Okay, congratulations, Olek. It's only about 16 feet up, so you don't take any damage when you hit the ground.
Sweet.
Nice.
What's the DC on this acrobatics check?
You know what? It's only 10, 15 feet, so probably not much.
Aldous is gonna go. Let's do this. Acrobatics. I sometimes do those.
Guys, just so you know, Alex is not the brightest.
Oh man, isn't that a statement?
Aldous made a calculated risk when he jumped out.
Okay, well,
I'm looking at my acrobatics score. It's a 7. I could probably do this even with like a natural 4.
so
I don't think I'm going
do
to.
it.
So we want to, for the record, we wanna just summarize this encounter, if we can even call it that so far. So a fight broke out in the next room over, and your strangest and most self-entitled and self-important member suddenly and without forethought leapt out of a 15-foot window, landed in the bushes down below, and started scrambling off across the clam fields. Then, without delay at all, the Green Goblin leaps out of the window also, landing like a cat, and then the Artificer, similarly without any words, with a cube on his back, leaps out. We really want it to be known to the remaining guys here. This is what happened. Nobody talked about it. You are left in the room. There is fighting just outside the door. Gundwissa Whistlebranch has since sat down, sighed, and is now completely upturning a bottle into her mouth.
So, anybody else want to make the jump, or are we going out the door?
What does Calden know about the legality of use of force here?
You're probably more than allowed to beat people up with your fists, but probably don't leave anybody disemboweled in the common room.
Oh, you see, there's a huge gray area there.
The law is often shades of gray.
Shocking grasp.
Oh, well. Are you shocking grasping somebody in the room?
Is
not out in
that
the brawl
illegal
yet.
use of force?
Roll an intelligence check.
Raise them.
Roll an intelligence check.
Oh boy. I enjoy those.
Nice!
You have indeed read at several points in your life that enough electricity can literally boil the blood in your veins. So probably not legally defended.
Alright.
Yeah, probably.
This is gonna be fun.
Remember, you can, whenever you make a melee attack, you can choose to make it non-lethal whenever you want with no penalty.
If it's magical...
Melee weapon attacks. You can't non-lethal a shocking grasp.
Yeah, that's what we thought. Okay.
So, Calden is going to cast Mage Armor, because he was not anticipating a combat. So...
Sounds like we're going through the thick of it.
The other room
you guys can... Oh, I want to have that up first. It lasts me 8 hours. I want this up before I go in.
Fair.
Can I ask something weird?
You can?
Like, they have a fight outside. It's not like you necessarily have to participate.
Oh.
We will tell you right off that there is no fight outside of the window. It is outside of outside of the door of the room you're in. So like it is not some big riot that's going through the town or whatever. Nothing like that.
It's a tavern brawl in an upstairs establishment, basically.
It might even be in the downstairs of the same establishment, but it's not through the streets or anything.
So are we ready to go in? Because I'm just going to casually stroll straight out the door.
Oh my god, that's going to be beautiful. Yes, please do that.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to Blade Song first. Just to make this really fucking good.
For those who do not know, please explain what blade singing is.
Okay, so Blade Song...
Give us your best narrative description. Remember, I gave you tips.
So, mechanically, Blade Song allows me to add my intelligence modifier to my AC. That's the one that matters for this fight.
Lovely.
My AC is now 21.
Oh, nice.
Now,
Oh,
as
frontline meat shield.
I have the least amount of health out of all of you.
That is also my armor class as well.
Now,
So frontline meat shield.
Now, as Caden walks out that door, the walls themselves have this rhythmic sound coming from them, like music and singing, chanting even.
Nice.
Actually, it was Adam. Your character understands it. It is Sylvan.
Nice.
Wait, so would Aldous if he could hear it.
Yeah, he's already out the window.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, all this
This-
busted through like a G.
So the walls themselves basically start singing, and Cullen just walks out the front door through the entire fight. You can have the entire bar attack me. They probably won't hit.
What's your total AC?
21.
What's your
And
speed?
if any, speed is gonna be 40. And if
40?
any of them hit, I can still cast shield.
You can you can cast shield at any given point.
It's a reaction cast, so yeah.
So you get downstairs. How much does the shield add, and how long does it last?
5, it lasts 1 round.
Last one round,
Until
that's
the
5.
beginning, I believe.
So you use the shield immediately as some guy attacks you with a bar stool as you walk through the crowd, assuming, of course, nobody's helping you or anything. Then you get down the stairs into the main common room, and a whole bunch of dudes bounce off of your magic. And we just got a thingy.
That was just...
No problem. No problem. And somebody attacks you with a bar stool, but it just bounces off of your magical chest. And then, right as you're getting to the main door, we should have actually been rolling on the rolly thing instead of in front of us like a dum-dum. So, long story short, you just avoided a critical hit, because we rolled manually a critical hit, and we wanted to play that up, but it's cool. So you get out the front door just as some guy trips over himself swinging a bottle at you. And you are out in front of the bar. You can also see that the entire bar is entirely up in people fighting.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
That sounds like it'd be a very good time to use fucking Thunderwave if it was a, actual encounter.
Yeah, if you weren't, if these just weren't a bunch of angry bar people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're out in the front. It's all good. We want to say, before anybody says anything more, this entire thing has taken a completely different turn from where we expected it. We like this. This is nice. This is fun.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And we think at this case, then, Torner is still inside.
Yeah, and I'm still inside. And Inarel's still inside.
Well, Inarel has, the least problems to worry about. They're literally... She's literally a bunny. She can literally leap down.
Yeah, I'm looking at Rabbit Hop and thinking, I should maybe just use that to go out the window.
Just to leave, yeah.
Yeah. So she turns to Torner like, all right, which way you going? You taking the stairs or you taking the window?
And then right now, Adam is dealing with his kid. Oh, he's typing. Okay, so one moment. We might have this. Window!
I should point out you did watch Calvin just casually stroll out the front door.
Oh yeah, no, it is readily available to everybody, at least for those first things. He just wanders into the swarm and it just beats him up, and you can't see him after that. How tall are you?
I am 5'11".
Okay, so you just kind of regularly disappear into the...
You disappear among the crowd, nothing really stands out except maybe your big blue hat.
Yeah. So there's apparently a wildfire spirit teleport.
But it's gonna leave fire damage in its wake.
Are you absolutely sure you want to fiery teleport? Wait. Yes!
He's doing fiery teleport.
Okay.
Lord.
So as
Can you
the
roll
whistle-
the ability? I want to see what you roll. I really want to see it. I want to see you use the thing. I programmed it just for you, my friend.
Go ahead, do the
You gotta pull up
thing,
the wildfire
Turner.
sheet. It's on the wildfire sheet, Adam.
Yeah.
You gotta remember he's on phone, so that's...
Yeah. Hey!
So oh my god. So as you nuke half of the room, barely not catching Gundwissa Whistlebranch on fire, as Inarl, roll wisdom.
Normal roll?
Save or check?
Just a wisdom. Alright, Inarl had the good sense to grab all of the parchment paper before leaping out and everything like that.
I was actually going to wait to leap out, because, she inquired about what he was going to do, and he was like, teleport. Bam, he teleported.
Regardless, you grab
It's
it.
in window.
Yeah, still grab the parchment paper, of course, keep it from catching on fire. So when he says, I'm going to teleport, she gets that look in her eyes of, oh shit, something's about to happen.
Yep.
She doesn't know what, but she knows it's not going to end well from a wildfire.
You all find yourself on the ground. The room that you were just in is now smoking and firing out the window merrily. You hear Gundwissa Whistlebranch drunkenly screaming from the upstairs window about how much she fucking hates you.
Can I do something?
Yes.
Okay, let me actually check, because I have create and destroy water ready.
Oh my
I'm
god.
thinking maybe might be a good idea to give the room a little soak. Let's see, within
Seth.
rain, huh?
Seth, you have
Yes?
a decanter of endless water.
I don't have it on me though. I probably should have put it in. Well,
I have it.
No,
I
you
took it out.
definitely have it on you.
all right.
Trust
I
me,
guess I could just pop it off and just fireman.
Trust
Are you
me,
going to...
from someone who's played for months with a decanter of endless water in a different campaign, you always have that on you.
You have it on you. You aren't going to let somebody run around. You're not going to just not run around with one of your 2 uncommon magic items.
Not even that. It is possibly the most useful thing that you can have.
Especially considering that she's a druid with shape water.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
She's gonna...
Gonna geyser it down?
No, I have actually decided, right, I have shape water. What I should probably do is she's gonna, pull it off, get some water out, and use shape water to, throw it back into the window.
Okay, roll a primary spellcasting ability.
Spellcasting ability check, I believe is the phrasing.
Spellcasting ability check. Where is that button?
So
There
whatever
isn't really a button for that, so it's going to be wisdom plus proficiency.
So roll a wisdom save.
Plus proficiency, but how do I do...
So roll a wisdom
you could
save.
do...
Yeah,
That's
wisdom roll or
plus
wisdom
proficiency.
save?
Save, because that's wisdom
Okay.
plus proficiency.
Yeah. You could just do wisdom check and add it in your head, but save is fine.
You produce enough water out of your decanter, and over the course of about half a minute, you shove it into the hole, and Gundwissa screaming stops, only for all of the water to slump back out and it to start again. But the room is not on fire anymore. And you should all probably go.
Yeah. Probably a good idea to get moving.
Get a hopping, if you will.
Hopping on out of here.
Gone. So... oh my fucking great. Okay, so since that, encounter...
I just wanna put this out there. I'm going in the exact opposite direction to the rest of them.
Why?
Split the party, let's go!
Because it is clear that they're incompetent, and it's probably best if I avoid them for a few minutes.
Minutes? Okay, fair enough. See 'em in the
maybe
morning.
the rest of the night, but definitely for a little bit.
Hey,
furthermore,
I landed with better grace than the rogue, okay? Listen. I clearly learned something.
Okay, but you guys are all standing there. I was the first one jumping down. I was running after whoever the hell ran out.
Oh, did you explicitly run after Pow?
Yeah, that's what we were both doing.
Excellent! Okay.
So I didn't even notice the whole, thing is on fire.
Nice. Okay, so, roll... Each of you roll roll a perception.
Is that
wait a minute. I think I get advantage on that.
Yes, everybody actually at this point probably needs to roll a perception.
While holding the shield, you have advantage on initiative rolls and wisdom perception checks.
There you go. Nice
Bam.
one, Seth.
Did it not send? Oh, there it is.
Very nice.
Oh, hell yeah!
Alright. We need 2 more perception checks.
I should probably ask. Does my 20 passive perception get me anything while I'm walking away?
Right now we're doing active perception, so no. But good question. So, Olek...
Wait, you said 20 passive perception?
Yep.
5 wisdom plus 5 for
No.
being observant.
No. That is -1 from wisdom,
Oh my
6 from expertise, and then an additional 5 from observant.
Observant. Wow.
Okay.
Okay, we are not catching you with traps. Got it. Just good to know.
Real quick, Shy, since you mentioned this, technically the way that it works with passive perception is you already automatically detect everything that you would detect with passive perception, so in a sense, when you roll perception, you can't roll lower than your passive perception. It's not reliable talent, that's just you automatically detect everything passively that you would, is the way that works. I can show you links to that if necessary.
No, that's cool. We've heard of that one and we get it. This was specifically you're looking out and looking down streets and whatnot to see that everybody but Tornor now sees that there is absolutely a group of town guard coming very quickly down the road, and you should probably skedaddle at this point. They're probably coming to break up the half-on-fire, brawling, high-class establishment in the good district. Because, when you're in those nice parts of town and stuff like that, the police immediately get to the barroom brawl right away. As we all know. So, y'all gotta go, probably. And so...
Gnarl's in agreement. We need to skedaddle.
So
what I'm hearing is that we're the most competent and the smart guy chose to go into the room to fight.
The smart guy didn't actually fight at all.
Walking through.
In there looking for one.
What are you looking for one? I literally armored the hell up and then walked straight through it to make a point. Because I wanted
pretty good
flex.
point. It was a nice flex, not gonna lie.
Too bad that half of us didn't see it.
It's true. All you saw was this guy just confidently walking out into the into the throng.
So, I bet we saw him, come out the other end at least.
Behind you, you just dramatically pushed the double doors open or whatever.
Whatever, yeah. So you get down, you see Pow on the other side of the Clam Flats. You know that there is, as a matter of fact, a road that goes around the Clam Flats. You can walk it quite quickly, and then from there you need to go around the edge of the wall of the town to get to the gate.
I'm sorry, one moment. I just heard a knock on my wall. I will be right back.
No problem.
That's totally not concerning.
As long as it's not the outside wall.
Lol. Alright, so we want to tell everybody right now, we planned on there being a bar brawl. We planned on Pow,
I'm sorry,
leaping
real
out...
quick. There's a cover plate in my room that my stepdad installed. I need to check in case my shower isn't leaking, but I am literally right next to my bed. Or not right next to my desk.
So
I'm going to be listening for a minute while I figure out how to pry the fucking plate open.
Oh yeah, no problem, dog. So you see her across the area, to the south, just along the wall at the end of the Clay Clam Flat, is a gatehouse where you can leave out into the Fiddleboot District. Beyond the Fiddleboot District, along the river, are, at the very least, Torner... Oh, we have a thingy? I didn't conjure my water into your home. Yet.
No, that was
Fill
me.
me on the joke, I'm confused.
He said he didn't conjure water into your home.
He's Torner. Oh, jeez. So you... Everybody here knows that at the very least where Torner's animals are, because it's the only pack of wolves within sight of the walls of the village. So that may or may not, and you know this because after all, he has told everybody that he has a literal pack of wolves.
I will be right back. I need to get a flathead.
Do it.
Oh.
So, probably one of the best places to chill and meet. Also, whenever everybody gets the chance, you may add 2 to one of your ability scores, or add 1 to 2 of your ability scores.
Oh.
This
Like-
is part
This is
of
like permanent?
Yes, it's part of your frontiersman training.
Oh, sweet.
Yes. We told you guys that you would be rewarded for that year that you took off. You didn't get any levels, but you did get stronger. You may also choose one skill or tool of your choice.
It's leaking, Brandon.
So 2
You-
points
I was
to
gonna say-
skill points, and one... and one what?
A
One-
skill or tool?
One skill or tool proficiency, and 2 points to 1 ability score, or 1 point to 2 ability scores.
Okay.
Typical attribute stat increase.
Slow, but it wasn't.
Except you can't choose feet.
Yeah, no feet though.
Okay.
So yeah, there is a leak.
Alright, let me...
Sorry about that. My shower's leaking. Fantastic.
No problem.
jeez.
It is a problem, but not for us.
Yep.
So did you hear it all what we said?
Sorry, I was missing the last part of that. My bad.
So
ASI.
you get an ASI, so you get +2 to 1 stat ability score, or +1 to 2 ability scores, and you get 1 skill or tool proficiency of your choice.
Oh, that's on top of everything else we've got going on here?
That's your frontier training bonus. That's what you get for spending a year to get ready for the frontier.
Oh, so the extra feet. Right, got you.
No, not your extra feet. You just get that.
Oh.
But
Somebody write that down for me. Sorry, I'm a little preoccupied with the thing. My brother.
No
Okay.
problem. No problem. We're coming up on the end of the session anyway, because we had actually planned for you to fight that battle instead of, like, dip like the neurotic necromancer did.
Our friend just left.
We want to also establish, because all of you except one person failed their wisdom check, you had no obligation to go after Pow there.
I thought you said we all believed we might want to.
Yeah, you all failed your wisdom check. We just said that.
Except me.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I heard it.
Only one person knew that you have to not fuck each other over. That doesn't mean you have to follow this neurotic necromancer across these clam fields
Yeah.
after she leaps out the window without a word.
Gnarl's, just gonna take the long way around, go for a little nightly stroll, get back to settlement that way, since she knows, I don't have to fuck her over, but, I don't have to necessarily help her either.
Don't have to follow her through the clam flats behind the tavern.
I'm just gonna go...
I'm just gonna catch up with her later. Oh. Oh man, that's so funny. We also intended for all of you to, like, fight your way out instead of just leap out the window like she did. She, for the record, took damage when she leaped out the window.
Oh well. Yeah,
So we just think it's hilarious that everybody else got out just fine, no damage, like through the same window she went through, but y'all had like acrobatics or whatever.
We were a little more prepared.
I rolled pretty nice.
She's straight up like, oh no, I can't be caught here. Jump out the window.
Then both Oleg and Aldous are just like, oh crap, we just signed the contract, gotta go after her.
Yeah, so, long story short, at some point, since you're not all receiving magical backlash or anything like that, and you can't find Pow as she goes dipping over the wall or what have you with magic, you realize at some point, probably you don't need to keep her in eyes glance at all the time. And who was it? NRL? Bunny?
Yes.
You're the one who... Yeah, Bunny will probably tell you if you to ask her.
Yeah, nobody asked.
Bunny seems remarkably unworried about this whole situation.
Aldous, having failed his wisdom save, is just talking to Inarl because she's just so relaxed about it. Like, don't you know it says here in section 13, stipulation number 4, it says, he's just going across because he fucking remembered every line of that contract, just interpreting it.
Yeah.
She looks at him and says, "We can't fuck her over. That doesn't mean we have to help her."
Doesn't mean we have to go do all of the same things she does as she mucks through the clam fields.
We fucks herself over. That's her trouble.
We really want to establish that behind the restaurant is, like, clam flats. Like, you know, water up to your shins or whatever with muddy sand at the bottom filled with clams that they regularly go out and, like, harvest for food, you know? So you just saw a well-dressed necromancer throw herself out of a window and then muck across like 500 feet of clam fields or whatever before literally leaping over a wall, like a 30-foot tall, like, wall.
Oh my goodness.
Girls fit, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You also, history. Somebody roll history shit.
I got it. I got
whoever, this. Yeah, anybody, by the way, can roll history here, even if you don't have proficiency.
Oh, wait, that was...
Aldous knows a lot.
19 intelligence and nothing for history.
Fair enough.
Aldous is very book smart.
In RL, you're a noble. You don't have to roll.
Okay.
Everybody else does, though. Yeah. So, insight?
Wrong one there, buddy.
I'm thinking he's, it's the,
No problem.
History, one above it.
You don't have to roll insight, Oleg. It's cool.
It's the small text buttons coming to bite him.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Adam's trying to finger it.
So, at the very least, Caldine does not know about any implications, but the rest of you saw swans hanging out outside of the city. And, well, we don't know actually if, no, it would be, Inarel and Aldous, and maybe Torner. Anyway, you saw swans outside the city, and you know that swans can only be trafficked or sold to royals. And this lady claims to be a princess, which means that she would be a royal, which means that the swans are probably hers. You can probably find her at the swans.
And Naro probably would have figured that out just because of how fancifully dressed she is, and what bigger display is of whatever the hell you want to display than fucking swans.
There is around the entire world no greater display of royalty than the swan.
Mm-hmm.
Aldous is just going back over that questionnaire in his mind, going, "Oh, right," as everything clicks into place.
For that matter, the swan is the first. You history fans out here that rolled more than 20 on your history. The swan is the first known signifier of royalty and the first animal for which the royal license was assumed to be made. It has been sustained as a symbol of royalty for over 10,000 years. And that's just what the history books say.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So if anybody has a swan, it's going to either be a royal or a royal merchant. Which actually...
Aldous is definitely heading in the direction of the swans to find her, then.
You will be able to find them. They are trumpeter swans. So they are easy to find. And for that matter, Torner probably also knows this because of his background of being an animal trainer. Considering that there would be certain animals that he would not be allowed to train, legally speaking.
True.
Yeah. Eventually, the new day comes. You find the swans.
Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were going somewhere else with that. That's why I stopped you. Continue. I'm sorry.
Okay, sure.
One moment.
Yeah. You find the swans. You find... It is honestly the loudest cacophony of things that you have probably ever heard. Because...
Oh no.
It is probably the loudest cacophony of things that you have ever heard, and it is guarded by a small ring of walking shrubs and skeletons. There are at least 50 swans, a flock of giant, colorful, screaming birds, squealing guinea pigs, 3,000 ducks, and at least 1,000 turkeys all gobbling loudly.
So, I'm gonna save this in my back pocket for a rainy day. Remember that magical tinkering I did earlier with the recorded message?
Yeah.
It can record up to 6 seconds. Aldous is going to take that back out and record this unholy cacophony. As close as he can get to the source of the noise, so make sure it's loud.
The sound of swans, monkeys, parrots, pigeons, ducks, guinea pigs, turkeys, dogs. Screaming, all of them.
To the description of the thousands of ducks or whatever.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh no.
Oh
what
no.
do we got here? What have we seen?
Oh, this video!
Oh yes, yes. No, this is exactly.
Said that.
The Thai duck herding. Yes, exactly. If you didn't know, in Thailand, this is how they pesticide their fields. They don't use they don't use pesticides. Instead, they parade literally tens of thousands of ducks through their rice fields, and their ducks go and eat all of the mosquitoes and everything from the rice fields. You can actually see videos of them letting them out, like, on, like, the roadside or whatever from their trucks or what have you. It's hilarious to watch, like, thousands of ducks stream down this ramp into the nearby rice field, you know, and then, like,
Albert is telling everybody this for no fucking reason, by the way.
Just talking about some southeastern nation or whatever that does this with all their ducks. Yeah, totally. Definitely.
Nobody asked.
Every once in a while, a goose just rolls on by, you know, the one guard goose for the flock. But yeah, no, so you find her, you find that, unlike many of your camps, her camp is extremely well put down and properly measured and well outside of siege weapon and magical fire from the city walls. probably about 4 times farther out than your guys' camps.
I mean, not that the distance matters if you'd be able to hear her from a mile away.
No shit, right? So, yeah, you have found Pau's place. You are quickly welcomed in by one of her servants, which is, like, literally she only has, like, 2 servants, and an eager sidekick, who you find is very excited to meet you. Her followers, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, you are greeted by many herders, and Pau, now in a dress almost entirely made of bird feathers, with a gigantic hat made of felt. And she welcomes you into her camp, and welcomes you to the group. It almost seems to her as though last night did not happen at all, except for all of the paperwork and agreements.
So basically, Aldous' reaction is just first worry, because this person ran off, and even though Seth explained things, Aldous is still worried. Okay, this person is still part of our team.
Technically.
So he's a little concerned and wants to make sure everything's okay. And then he's just kind of distracted with all of this extravagance, very unlike anything Aldous has dealt very much with, even though he's read a lot about it. He's not seen anything quite this ridiculous. To Aldous' mind, ridiculous.
There are at least 10 carts with 100 pigeons on each one of them in their own individual cages.
So, once Aldous finally gets to Palu, he's just kind of a somewhat glazed moment, thinking to himself, what the hell?
You have met the High Necrobaker! She's nothing like the rumors say she is. Perhaps she's even worse.
Aldous just a little short on energy, feeling a little short at this moment, just asks, what happened last night?
The feeling of shortness is from the Belt of Dwarvenkind, isn't it?
Yes, we're going with that.
Because it makes you grow a beard and it makes you feel short.
Wait a minute, so it's the next day?
By the way, yeah, everybody, overnight, Aldous has grown.
No, did you roll it? I want to see the roll.
What are we rolling for? It has a roll.
1d2. On a 1, it grows.
Roll.
Alright,
roll what?
Hold on a second. /R 1d2. It does not.
Okay, never mind.
We'll keep that a secret, Shy.
We're gonna save that for later.
Save it for later.
Cheers, everybody.
My internet cut out?
No, sorry, we're doing a thing real quick. One moment.
Okay. It just went suddenly silent, and I was like, did my internet just cut out?
No, Shy just took a big dab. Cheers, everybody. Okay, so where were we? Right. Yes,
What the hell happened to Pau?
Right. Oh, I had to go. My usurpers are always trying to hunt me down.
What usurpers? Who was there?
It said on my literal questionnaire. I read all of yours.
But listen, who was there? Did somebody from some kingdom come and recognize you?
No. Fights mean police, and police mean official records, and official records mean my usurpers find me.
I see.
Colton looks around and is like, wouldn't be that hard to find you.
Say that again? We actually...
Colton looks around and says, it wouldn't be that hard to actually find you.
Well, that's why
the
I have
swans
to go so far
are not
away.
Quiet.
Well, that's why I have to go so far away. All the way to the west.
I mean, it is the best place to go. You can get lost in a forest, though it would probably be kind of hard to lose you in a forest.
Aldous' eyes brighten a little bit, turning to Inarl, saying, don't you know what else are in the forest? Especially the mountains. All kinds of minerals. You can build all kinds of stuff.
Nice.
And Inarl gives a little, yeah. You know that nod of, yeah, that's a good point. it's not her interest, but she knows what you were saying.
Oh my God.
This is gonna be a mess.
This has been fucking amazing. We love it.
I love it. Screw the combat, out the window.
Yeah, screw the combat that was planned. Let's all go out the window and try to find the necromancer wherever she went.
This is your fault, by the way. You said, as far as I was concerned, I believed I needed to go after her.
Yeah, hey, it's not our fault. You rolled it. I was all on the dice. We were all like, well, you, Seth, know that you absolutely have no obligation to blah, 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 blah. Click. All right, everybody, you think it's a great idea to go do this.
The only reason Inara went out the window is because she knew she could make it out the window without a scratch, and, doesn't want to go through a barroom brawl alone.
Reasonable.
Unless you can armor up like Caleb. Yeah, you can armor yourself up like Iron Man.
You can fucking turn into a bear and just be like, sup.
So does
Iron Man. Iron Man doesn't wear fucking robes. I'm not even armored.
So does anybody want to hear how that fight was supposed to go? Like would have gone if you would engaged? So
you want to wait until we're done, or are we done?
We're essentially done. Yeah, we're done. That was the game.
Like is being BRBing.
Yeah, it's fine. So since we're coming up on the end of the thing here, so what was gonna happen there was you were going to have 1d5 plus 5 rounds to fight, which we presumed was all going to start being subdual, non-lethal, whatever, right? Yeah. So after that amount of rounds, some guy was going to scream, "It's the constabulary, get out," and leap out one of the windows, and a bunch of people were going to keep fighting but also start scattering. So you had two bar brawl units that were going to be in play, and at that point, one of the bar brawl units was going to disappear by jumping out of the windows, giving you guys 1d4 rounds to get the fuck out of there.
Amazing.
So we just skipped to the get the fuck out of there part.
You skipped to the get the fuck out of there part and just dipped, and it was fucking great. Like, you didn't even need to get into the fight. Like, bar brawl? What? No, I have no
zero hesitation either.
Oh, that was beautiful. We really liked that, guys. We hope you guys had fun with that. It was just a really short session to get everybody introduced to each other. Feel free to talk to each other in character and the like, off camera and all that.